Now we can discuss another topic in LPP, that is duality. Every LPP called a primal problem can be transferred it into a dual problem called its dual. Every LPP is called the primal. When we are transferring it into dual problem, it is called the dual of primal. What's the need of this dual? Okay, if the primal contains a large number of constraints and smaller number of variables, okay, if a primal having 2 variables and 6 constraints, so when we are using simplex method to solve it, it will be a very lengthy problem. But when we are converting this smaller variable problems, we can reduce the number of constraints by converting it into dual. So computation effort will be very less when we are using dual. The second, the interpretation of the dual variable from the cost or economic point of view proves extremely useful in making future decisions in the activities being programmed. Now we can look at how a dual problem is formed from the primal. In forming a dual problem, first we need to bring the problem into canonical form. Then steps: change the objective function of maximization in the primal into minimization in the dual and vice versa. If the primal is of maximization, our dual will be of minimization. If the primal is of minimization, dual will be of maximization. Second, the number of variables in the primal will be the number of constraints, and number of constraints in the primal will be the number of variables in the dual. The cost coefficient C1, C2, etc. Cn in the objective functions are the right hand side of the dual's constraints. It is the cost coefficient of third is the cost coefficient C1, C2, etc. Cn in the objective function of the primal will be the right hand side constant of the constraints in the dual and vice versa. That is, in the primal, the cost coefficients are the right hand side of constraints in the dual, and similarly the right hand side of the constraints will be the cost coefficients in the dual. Then in forming the constraints for the dual, we consider the transpose of the body matrix of the primal. That is, the coefficient matrix of the left hand side of constraints is, we are interchanging the row and column. That's why through that we can find out the transpose of a matrix. Fifth, the variable in both problem should be non-negative. That is, there should be non-negative constraint also. Okay, if a variable in the primal is unrestricted in sign, then the corresponding constraint in the dual will be equation, and vice versa. If one variable is unrestricted in sign, then corresponding dual will be an equation. If an equation in the primal, then corresponding dual should have unrestricted variable in sign. So we can look at the standard format. Let the primal be maximized z equal to c1 x1 plus c2 x2 plus etc. cn xn subject to a11 x1 plus a12 x2 plus etc. a1n xn less than or equal to b1, a21 x1 plus a22 x2 etc. plus a2n xn less than or equal to bn, etc. am1 x1 am2 x2 plus etc. amn xn less than or equal to bm. And also there is non-negative constraint x1 x2 etc. less greater than or equal to 0. When we are converting it into the dual, here it is maximization. So dual should have minimization function. These are the coefficients in the objective function. It should be the right hand side of constraints in the dual. Okay. Then right hand side of constraints in the primal will be the objective function coefficients in the dual. Okay, then the transpose of this body matrix is used. That is A11, A12, etc. A11 was the, it is the row, first row. We are writing it as the first column element in the transpose. A11, A12, etc. A11. Similarly, second row become the second column. Third row become the third column. Last row become the last column. Instead of x1, x2, etc., another set of new variables comes there, y1, y2, etc., yn. Now also there is non-negative constraint also. Some point to be noted: in all problems of maximization, all inequalities of constraint must be less than or equal to. If a maximization question comes, all the constraint should be of less than or equal to constraint. If it is not less than or equal to constraint, we need to make it as less than or equal to. And for all minimization, should be of greater than or equal to constraint, and value of objective function will be same for both the dual and primal. Now we can discuss some examples. So maximize is equal to 3x1 plus x2 plus 2x3 subject to x1 plus x2 plus x3 less than or equal to 5, 2x1 plus x3 less than or equal to 10, x2 plus 3x3 less than or equal to 15. This is the maximization. All constraints are of less than or equal to. Now we are going to write its dual. Its dual. How many constraints are there? 1, 2, 3. So in the dual problem, there will be 3 variables. Here 1, 2, 3 constraints. So number of variables is 3. How many constraints are there? How many variables are here? x1, x2, x3. 3 variables are there. So our constraint will be also 3. So 3 variables in primal, so 3 constraints in dual. Similarly, 3 constraints in primal, so 3 variables in dual. So I am taking 3 variables y1, y2 and y3. Our objective function is of maximization. So here it should be minimization. Minimize z dash is equal to, what will be the coefficient of objective function? 5, 10 and 15. That is 5y1 plus 10y2 plus 15y3. 5y1 plus 10y2 plus 15y3. Minimize z dash is equal to 5y1 plus 10y2 plus 15y3. Now we are going to write the constraint subject to. All these constraints in the primal are less than or equal to. So the dual constraint should be greater than or equal to. Okay. What will be the right hand side of dual constraints? First constraint having the right hand side 3, second having 1 and third having 2. What will be the coefficient? Coefficient of x1 will be the coefficient of x1 in all the constraint will be the coefficients of first constraint. Here it is 1, here it is 2, here it is 0. So y1, that is 1y1 plus 2y2, 0y3 means no need to write, should be greater than or equal to 3. Second, x2, 1, 0, 1, that is y1 plus 0 y2, no y2 terms, then y3 greater than or equal to 1. Last, x3, 1, 1, 3. y1 plus y2 plus 3y3 greater than or equal to 2. Last constraint, y1 comma y2 comma y3 greater than or equal to 0. Second question, write down the dual of the following problem. Minimize z equal to 2x1 plus 3x2 subject to x1 plus x2 greater than or equal to 10, 2x1 plus 3x2 greater than or equal to 24, x1 plus x2 greater than or equal to 0. So in its dual should be of maximization. Maximize z dash equal to 10y1 plus 24y2 subject to coefficient of x1 1 2 that is y1 plus 2y2 less than or equal to 2, and second 1 3 y1 plus 3y2 less than or equal to 3, and y1 comma y2 greater than or equal to 0. Now we can look at another set of LPP, it having an equation. If an equation comes in the primal, its dual having unrestricted variable inside, or if a unrestricted sign variable comes in the primal, the dual having an equation. So we can look at this question. So minimize z equal to 4x1 plus 2x2 plus x3 subject to x1 plus x2 less than or equal to 10, 3x1 plus x2 plus x3 greater than or equal to 24, 7x1 minus x3 equal to 6, x1, x2, x3 greater than or equal to 0. So we need to make it in a canonical form. Since it is a minimization LPP, all constraints should be of less than or equal to sign. So first we are going to make this greater than or equal to 23 as less than or equal to 23. This is a minimization type of constraint. So minimization means all constraints should be of greater than or equal to sign. So we are going to convert this less than or equal to and this equal to sign into greater than or equal to sign. For that, first constraint we are going to multiply it with a negative sign. Now that is minus x1 minus x2 greater than or equal to minus 10. So first constraint become minus x1 minus x2 greater than or equal to minus 10. Our objective function was minimize z equal to 4x1 plus 2x2 plus x3 subject. Second constraint is greater than or equal to, so no need to make change. 3x1 plus x2 plus x3 greater than or equal to 23. Third constraint is an equation. So we are dividing it into two constraints, that is 7x1 minus x2 less than or equal to 6, or 7x1 minus x2 greater than or equal to 6 equation means. Okay, so we can rewrite the equation as 7x1 minus x3 less than or equal to 6 or 7x1 minus x3 greater than or equal to 6. This constraint is all okay because it having greater than or equal to sign. This is less than or equal to, we need to make it as greater than or equal to by multiplying it with a negative sign. So this is first constraint, this is the second constraint. So third constraint is we are multiplying it with a negative sign, minus 7x1 plus x3 greater than or equal to 6, minus 6 greater than or equal to minus 6. This is the third constraint. The fourth constraint is 7x1 minus x3 greater than or equal to 6. These are the four constraints in the question plus our non-negative constraint x1 comma x2 comma x3 greater than or equal to 0. I am writing it in a LPP standard format. So I have written the constraint in the format. So this is our primal. Now we are going to make it as dual. So there is 1, 2, 3, 4 constraint, and so we should have 4 variables in the dual, and number of variables in the constraint 1, 2, 3. So there should be 3 constraints in the dual. Since it having 4 constraints, there should be 4 variables in the dual, and since the primal having 3 variables, there should be 3 constraints in the dual. So the dual will be maximize z dash is equal to minus 10y1 plus 23y2 minus 6y3 plus 6y4 minus 10y1 plus 23y2 minus 6y3 plus 6y4. Look here, 4 constraints, 4 variables in the dual. Subject to first constraint x1 minus y1 plus 3y2 minus 7y3 plus 7y4 less than or equal to 4. Second, by x2 minus y1 plus y2 0y3 and 0y4 less than or equal to 2. Third, x3 0y1 no term, y2 plus y3 minus y4 less than or equal to 1, and y1 comma y2 y3 y4 greater than or equal to 0. This is the dual of the primal. Now we are going to prove an important statement. The dual of a dual is primal itself. So for proving that, let I am taking a primal. Let minimize z equal to 2x1 plus x2 subject to 3x1 plus x2 greater than or equal to 3, 4x1 plus 3x2 greater than or equal to 6, x1 plus 2x2 greater than or equal to 3, and x1 comma x2 greater than or equal to 0. I am going to write its dual. Dual equal to maximize z dash is equal to 3y1 plus 6y2 plus 3y3 subject to x1. 3y1 plus 4y2 plus y3 less than or equal to 2, and next is x2's y1 plus 3y2 plus 2y3 less than or equal to 1, y1 comma y2 comma y3 greater than or equal to 0. This is the dual of the primal. Now we are going to find the dual of this dual itself. So dual of the dual is this dual having, these are the right hand side, so this will be the coefficients in the cost function. That is, I am setting another set of variable z. 2 Z1 plus Z2. Since it is maximization, next will be the minimization. Minimize Z2 dash equal to 2Z1 plus Z2. 2Z1 plus Z2 subject to 3Z1 plus Z2 greater than or equal to 3. Subject to 3Z1 plus Z2 greater than or equal to 3. Second, 4Z1 plus 3Z2 greater than or equal to 6. 4Z1 plus 3Z2 greater than or equal to 6. Third is Z1 plus 2Z2. Z1 plus 2Z2 greater than or equal to 3. Z1 comma Z2 greater than or equal to 0. This is the dual of the dual. Look at the primal having. Look at the coefficients of this dual of the dual and its primal. Maximization 2x1 plus x2. Here it is 2z1 plus z2. So objective function, constraint 3z1 plus z2. Same, only variable x become z. All the constants and coefficients are same. So we can write as the dual of the dual is primal itself, hence proved. Next, we can solve an LPP using duality. LPP using duality. This is the question. Minimize z equal to 2x1 plus x2 subject to 3x1 plus x2 greater than or equal to 3, 4x1 plus 3x2 greater than or equal to 6, x1 plus 2x2 greater than or equal to 3, x1 x2 greater than or equal to 0. Since all these constraints are greater than or equal to, we usually when we are using simplex method, we need to introduce surplus variable and artificial variable. That is, we need to do bigger method. Usually bigger method having more number of variables, so it is very difficult to do the problems. Also the LPP having 3 rows. Okay, when we are making it into the dual, look at how will be the dual. Dual is maximize, minimization become maximization. Maximize 3y1 plus 6y2 plus 3y3 subject to 3y1 plus 4y2 plus y3 less than or equal to 2, y1 plus 3y2 plus 2y2 less than or equal to 1. Now our constraint become 2. From 3 it reduces to 2. Now we are at y1, y2, y3 greater than or equal to 0. So we are introducing slack variable in these two constraints. Introducing slack variable s1 and s2 become 3y1 plus 4y2 plus y3 plus s1 plus 0 s2 equal to 2, y1 plus 3y2 plus 2y3 plus 0 s1 plus s2 equal to 1, and our objective function maximize z dash equal to 3y1 plus 6y2 plus 3y3 plus 0 s1 plus 0 s2. So we are writing the simplex table 1 using the standard format, and we will get, when zj minus ej value, we are checking zj minus ej value. The simplex table procedure is same as that of usual. Okay, so choose the number, lowest number, that is minus 6, and this is the incoming vector, that is y2 is the incoming variable, and we need to find the ratio by b divided by 2. So we will get 2 by 4 and 1 by 3, which is the lowest 1 by 3. So this is the outgoing variable, s2 is the outgoing variable, and this is our key element. So in the next table, this 3 should be 1 and this 4 should be 0 using row transformation only. So the table 2 here, now to make the 3 as 1, entirely R2 is divided by 3 and from the using this reduced R2, we making this 0 by R1 changes to R1 minus 4R2, and we get the table like this. Again we are go through the same procedure of simplex table, and Zj minus Ej value find. It is not optimal, there is a negative number, so this is the incoming variable, that is y1 is the incoming variable. So outgoing variable is find out using the ratio b by y1, that is 2 by 3 divided by 5 by 3, that is 2 by 5, and 1 by 3 divided by 1 by 3, that is 1. So which is the lowest positive? 2 by 5. So s1 is the outgoing variable. Instead of s1, who will comes there? y1 will comes there. So this is the key element. The next table, this should be 1 and this should be 0. So this is simplex table 3 become 1 0. For that R1 is multiplied by 3 by 5 and R2 is treated as R2 minus 1 by 3 of 1 by 3 into new R1. Okay, so again we check the optimality. So we get the optimal condition here. All Zj minus Ej values are positive. So we get the solution of, here we get y1 equal to 2 by 5 and y2 equal to 1 by 5. What was the question? What is x1 and x2? Am I right? Question was given in x terms. We get the value of y only. y1 equal to 2 by 5 and y2 equal to 1 by 5. But we will have the values of x1 and x2 from this table itself. Look at the Zj minus Ej values of s1 and s2. What is s1 Zj minus Ej? 3 by 5. This is the value, solution of x1. Then what is s2 Zj minus Cj? 6 by 5. This is the value of x2. That is x1 is equal to these are the values of y1 and y2. These are the values of x1 and s2. So x1 is equal to 3 by 5, x2 equal to 6 by 5. Z is this 12 by 5 itself. 12 divided by 5. This is the actual solution. We use the dual and solve the LPP. From the optimum table of dual solution, we will get the solution of primal also. The solution of dual asks y1 equal to 2 by 5, y2 equal to 1 by 5, and Z max is equal to 12 by 5. Solution of primal is x1 equal to 3 by 5 and x2 equal to 6 by 5 and Z minimum equal to 12 by 5. I hope you understand the concept of duality and how to use duality to solve a LPP.